James Starling here for the DeeJam YouTube channel after another matchday experience. Make sure you check out the highlights down in the description below before we spoil the result. Guys, absolutely superb if you look at it from a scoreline perspective, but that was first of all a bit tough in that first half, wasn't it really?
We knew it was always going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
They're battling for every point they need. Every point, it matters for them. So we knew it was going to be tight. I said at half time to the guys there, it was just basically sit back, they're going to sit back, take on as much pressure as they can, and then try and hit us on the counter maybe, something like that, and something happened. And as it did, something happened for them, and they got a goal. They sort of like built on that, took it to half time, and then lads sort of like come out second half firing.
Yeah, definitely. You know, talking about the first half a little bit there. The goal actually came from a mistake from you guys passing around to the back. Is that kind of your philosophy and way of trying to play the game, or was that just a miscommunication between the back four, really?
Yeah, to be fair, when we started, we started our season 3-5-2, and we didn't play short ball at all. And then after watching the way that Henley and that play and Achilles, we thought we needed to try and change our philosophy in the game. So we just shortened everything up, started playing out from the back. And the lad unfortunately made a mistake today. It was one of our reserve players, probably one of our better players if I'm honest. And it's just the norm for them. Like Chris Ray's done an unbelievable job there. 2 quarter-finals and top or second in the league. 4 games in hand, but that's the philosophy they play as well. It's all short, so that's what we were trying to do today, but unfortunately it was just a slip up and it cost us, and it did knock his confidence a bit. He was quite quiet at half time, but lads grouped around him, and we came out fighting. Basically said that we've got 5 minutes to score 2 goals in the second half, and we did. And then obviously the scoreline reflects the character in the second half. So.
Yeah, definitely. And again, coming out in the second half, if they'd have taken their chance where they were one-on-one with the keeper, you know, you guys are 2-0 down at that point. Was that really, did you see a reaction the moment that kind of happened, or were you know, what did you see that the moment the second half really kicked off?
They're always going to get chances. Jay pulled off a great save there, but it could have been different if that went in. Could have been a lot different, but obviously you have to put your chances away if you want to go on to win the game. And obviously we built on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Went forward, got our goal that we wanted, got another goal, and then end of the day we were not looking back then. You could only see one winner.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I did have to admit, the moment that first goal went in, it was just a case of only a matter of time before you guys got the second. In the end, it was just a bit of a riot, really, wasn't it?
The floodgates did open, and Jay said at half time, we get 1 goal, the floodgates will open. And it's actually nice that we took chances, and the chances hit the back of the net. Last week at Capel, we were really disappointed to lose 1-0. We were all over them, if I'm honest, but we just couldn't score. And it's been the story of our season so far. We just couldn't score. But lads proved it well, and it was really good to get 4 or 5 reserve players playing today. One of them scored, Matt Lawrence, so Lawrence and even. But yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice to come away with a win. Good for our goal difference as well. Full credit to Grundisburgh though. They didn't give up. They hammered us first half, and same when we played them at theirs. They were all over us, and how we got a 1-0 win at their place was a bit of a miracle, wasn't it, to be fair? But yeah, so unfortunately for them it's another loss, but for us mainly 3 points into the Christmas break, hopefully climbing up the table a bit. So.
And for you guys, I know obviously you've still got 1 more game left of 2018, but how do you as a club sort of summarise what happened? Obviously the promotion last year, and now you guys seem to be doing quite well in the senior division. How do you assess things as an overall year?
In our minds, in coming into the senior division, we were always the first thing, stay up. Right. Stay up was basically the thing. And how we started the season, we started well, got some good results, got some points behind us. We changed our philosophy all of a sudden. We're a mid-table team now.
Right.
We can push on and get a good position for us this season.
Yeah. And you mentioned about the reserves playing in a certain way. Has the whole club try to adapt and just play in a certain way now, or is it just you wanted to see how you guys found the SIL, the senior division, to begin with, and then kind of take it from there, really?
Yeah, I think with the reserves as well, it's good because if both teams are playing the same sort of football, when we do have reserve players come up, they're used to what they're doing, so they haven't got to change their game, which is a good thing. And so it's showing for them, they're working really well. Chris has got an unbelievable team there. What him and Jamie have built this season is fantastic, and there's certainly going to be at least 1 or 2 cups for them We'd like to think anyway. So, but yeah, it's good. It's good all of us having the same philosophy of football.
Every player we bring up to the first team, they just slot in like they've been there the whole season.
Yeah, don't look out of place.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And in terms of going forward now for the rest of this season, obviously we're at the kind of halfway point, I suppose. We're now moving into 2019. What are your thoughts about what you want to try and do for the rest of the year? Have you set any targets moving forward now, or is it just a case of carrying on with the identity and trying to keep that play going?
It is definitely carrying on how we are, what we're doing, enjoying our football.
Yeah.
Okay, getting the ball down, getting everyone game time.
Yeah.
And see what we can do.
Yeah. We're still finding our feet and growing as a club, so it's good. We don't look out of place, and we're holding our own. So we picked up some good results. We picked up a couple of bad results, but overall, for this year anyway, providing it goes off well next week, it's quite a successful one, if I'm honest. So yeah.
Well, guys, Merry Christmas. It's at that time of year. Thank you very much for your time, and all the best for the rest of the season. Really do mean that. Make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe, and until we see each other next time, adios.